A full 300 companies in the S&P 500 have described a hurricane impact to their business in the past decade based on our review of quarterly earnings call transcripts. Within the Dow 30 alone, 22 different companies have discussed hurricane effects. Many investors are quick to point to Home Depot and Caterpillar as possibly benefiting, but the negative impacts run much broader across many sectors. I'm going to go through a few examples. Disney had to temporarily close amusement parks because of Hurricane Matthew. Insurance companies like Travelers and United Healthcare have taken big losses on several hurricanes and tropical storms over the past years. Verizon had to spend $135 million on capital expenses after Hurricane Sandy knocked out equipment. Similarly, DuPont on multiple occasions suffered manufacturing outages at its plant in Texas. 3M, they faced supply disruptions and raw material shortages because of hurricanes. Nike, P&G, and American Express have all referenced the prolonged negative effects on consumer spending. Banks like JP Morgan have taken massive hurricane-related charges. As we know, major energy firms like Exxon and Chevron have a lot of facilities in the Gulf region where the cost of damage can be enormous. So just these examples, just from the Dow 30, you can get a sense for how broad these effects can be beyond, of course, Kelly, people's homes, jobs, and personal safety.
You know, and I'm surprised because a lot of times when you talk about the rebuilding after a major storm, it actually focuses on, it can be a boon to GDP or maybe to some of those rebuilding companies. But I didn't realize, Eric, what you were saying about some of the negative effects on consumer spending longer term.
Right, exactly. I mean, obviously, that's why people talk about a Caterpillar or a Home Depot, because that's where if you're going to build back an economy, you're going to go to places like that. But for a lot of these other companies, that's just a business disruption that doesn't really get fixed later. They don't make up that revenue down the road.